Paltrocast. Well, Udo, thank you for taking the time. I've been listening to your music for decades. It's great to see that there's a new album called Touchdown. When did you finish Touchdown?
Why we call it Touchdown? Or
Oh no, when did you finish recording the album?
oh, that was, let me think. We have now July. We were finished completely in end of January, beginning of February.
Got it. Was it an easy album for you to make?
Not really. I mean, so we had a problem with our guitar player, Andrei Smirnov. You know, he was living in Ukraine. And normally it was planned to put out the album earlier, but we had to stop also, you know, a lot of things. So get him out there. And then in the end, they found a way, you know, he took a car and tried to put the family in there and was going not on the main highways. He was going around little roads and stuff like that to the Polish border, you know. And so thank God he is now living in Germany. Everything is fine. And so yeah, and also it took a while when he came out, you know, of the Ukraine. It took a while before he was able to start working on music, you know. So, yeah. But in the end, I think everything worked out very well, and the album I think is a little bit more aggressive than the last one. And I mean, also, you know, we had this 2 years Corona. And then the house of my son was, we had a big flood in Germany, you know, the house was completely gone of my son. So there are a lot of city things was going on, you know, and then I think there's also a reason why this album is a little bit more aggressive than the last one. Everybody was in the mood, yes, and now we really want to do it, you know, it's like, and here we go, we did it, and I'm really happy with the new album.
Well, if I can give you a compliment here, you look the same and you sound the same all these decades later. How is that? Do you do a lot of vocal practice?
No. Oh, Jesus Christ, no. No, I mean, it's also like, I mean, I would say I'm really lucky with my voice, you know. I mean, I never warm up before I go on stage and don't do anything special. The only thing I did now is like nearly 18 years or 19 years I stopped smoking. But it helps, of course. But I think I'm really, really lucky, you know. I mean, I know a lot of colleagues in this business, singers. Yeah, they have some problems.
Everything, you know? Everything goes down 4 keys. And
yes,
not the keys with you. And my assumption, and tell me if I'm wrong about this, is you have 3 different singing voices. You have the higher pitched wail, which is like a Brian Johnson, where we know that's not your real singing voice. It's almost like an impression. It's like a voiceover voice. Then we have your ballad voice, and then we have your chest voice. And it's incredible to see that all these voices have held up over the years.
Yeah, I mean, that's also what can I say? I think I'm really lucky, you know. Of course, I'm taking care of my health, you know, and but I think it's a lot of luck, you know, what I have. And thank God for this. And yeah, I mean, hopefully I can do it for a couple more of years.
Well, since you're able to sing high and sing low, are you good with impressions and doing character voices?
Oh, you mean that? It's like...
Well, I find that singers generally obviously have rhythm and comedic timing, but somebody who's able to sing high and low, they're able to hear things and mimic them.
Yeah, I mean, for me, it's everything easy, you know. I mean, also, I mean, I'm still working on the vocals with he's recording my vocal with Devin Kaufman, you know. He's doing my vocals since '81. And he said to me on this album, he said, this is a miracle what you are doing, you know. You're singing high like in the 80s, sometimes higher, and also now you can go also very low. He said, this is like, he said, I don't understand this, you know, how that works. And I said, yeah, but, you know, it's also in the studio, you know, I don't have like, oh, no, I have to sing one song and then have to take a day off. I do 3 or 4 songs a day in the studio, you know. It's like, I don't know, it's like, it's everything easy. And he's like something like unbelievable, you know. I mean, yeah, I mean, what can I say? I'm happy. And also for me, interesting vocal-wise was when I did this My Way album, the cover songs.
Yes.
There are so many different stuff on there, you know. And that also was like very interesting for me to do this and to see, oh, I can do it like this, I can do it like this, I can do it like this, you know. And that was also helping also on the new album, you know. I don't have to be worried to do something maybe strange, but it's it works.
It works, and it has worked for decades, because I don't know if everybody realizes that you as a solo artist have played Budokan in Japan. So the career never slowed down. Was there a period where you thought that it was going to slow down?
Yes, when the second split up was with Accept in 96.
Mm.
And I started the second time with U.D.O. I mean, I'm always be honest, you know, that was in the beginning not easy, you know. I mean, it was one of the hardest tour I ever did, you know. That was that playing sometimes for 30 people. And that was, yeah, and that was like, you know, like, okay, you really want to do this again. But then also, I mean, at this time, Stefan Kaufmann was the guitar player, you know, and then he said, oh, now we do it, you know. And here we go. I'm still here.
Still here. Yeah, so you're actively recording, you're actively touring. When you're not busy with music, where does your free time usually go? We don't know a lot about you, the human being, and I don't know if that's on purpose or just people never ask.
I mean, I'm a quite normal people, you know. I'm a normal guy, you know. I mean, I'm not like always at home, also a rock star or something. I've never been a rock star, you know. I'm more a down to earth guy. Yeah, when I'm home, I mean, now I'm second time grandfather. I go to my son, see the kids, you know, having time with the family. My sister's living near, my brother's living near, and have a nice neighbor also here, you know. It's like doing normal things, you know. It's not like that I'm doing some crazy stuff. It's I'm reading, and it's still I'm working on my biography. It's yeah, everybody asks me when it's coming out and says, yeah, I'm working on that. But it's not so easy. But anyway, so I mean, I try to relax, you know, when I'm not on tour and also not working on new albums or whatever. So just relaxing, be normal and down to earth.
So you get out all the stress and the anger through your performing.
In a way, yes. Yeah, that is the way, you know. You go on stage and like, yes, if you have some problems, you know, you can get it out with your music. That's the perfect thing.
Yeah, that to me is one of the more fascinating things about heavy metal, that the singers on stage usually have nothing to do with who they are as everyday people. They're generally the most relaxed, well-read people that you'll ever find in the music industry. And it's the pop stars who are the screamers, who have the personal assistants.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I know very well Klaus Meine. He's also a family guy, yeah, really down to earth. Also, I mean, I know from Jesus Christ. I forgot the name. I mean, also, I mean, David Coverdale is also like, yeah, a normal guy, you know. I mean, I'm really good friends with Ripper. I was did some shows with him in South America. Mm-hmm. He's also a really normal guy, you know, talking with his girlfriend and this, you know, and talking. I mean, when you're talking about with all these people, for example, with Klaus Meine, we are not talking about music. Right. So what is your son doing? What is this doing? Normal things, you know, and that some people, I think, outside, I think we're talking about always like music, of course.
Klaus is a big Bundesliga fan. Is that what you're talking about with Klaus? Yeah,
but I mean, you know, it's like, of course, sometimes, you know, we're talking about how the business is at the moment. You know, this is really not so easy at the moment for a lot of people. You know, it's all the prices are getting up. Everything costs a lot of money, and yeah, it's not so easy. But in a way, yeah, we are normal people. You know, it's like, I mean, also Ronnie. He was also really down to earth, you know. And I mean, I had a lot of talking with Ronnie. I mean, he was so much. He's so nice guy, you know. also Lemmy. I mean, of course, Lemmy is Lemmy, but when you were talking with him, you know, he was also like, yeah, man, everything fine and this and that. So what can I say? I mean, I don't know what some people expect, you know, and I think, but that maybe one of the secrets that you are down to earth and do the rest on stage, you know. And
everyone except David Lee Roth. Everyone else is very level-headed, right?
David Lee Roth, yeah. Yeah, he's a funny guy, whatever it's say like this. But I like him.
Well, two quick questions and then I'll let you go. And the first one is, are we going to see a US tour in support of the Touchdown album?
Yes. This time after 3 times canceling about the pandemic stuff. So I think we start on the 3rd of November. And we end up in the middle. So everything is at the moment all still working on the schedule in the middle of December. So we do in America and Canada with a lot of shows nearly everywhere. No, of course not every, but you know, the typical stuff where you play in America. And I'm really looking forward, you know, after a long time now. Thank very much to the pandemic. And so now we can keep going, you know, and then for us, everybody is really happy to come back to America.
And my last question for you, I don't know if this is going to be an easy answer, but what's the last concert that you attended as a fan, just for fun?
The last concert, I was watching that on YouTube, was Metallica. I don't go to concerts, sorry.
It's work. You don't want to work when you're not being paid.
Yeah, I mean, I see a lot of bands when we do festivals at the moment, you know, all over Europe. So, I mean, I see some bands and also we talk about, you know, hello, how is it going, blah, blah, blah. And then some bands I'm watching, I'm really looking forward to see in Spain, like Michael Schenker. I didn't see him for a long time. So, yeah, but going to concerts, it's for me also like, you know, I hate to say this, but in a way I'm famous, let's say in this way, you know. And if I go to concerts, forget it, you know. This is like, oh, can we make some pictures? I said, hello, maybe I want to watch this, you know.
Leave Udo alone.
Yeah, leave Udo alone. Yeah, it's better sometimes to watch it than on TV or on YouTube or concerts, you know.
Well, Udo, thank you for the many years of great art.
Thank
really,
you.
Congratulations on this new album. I'm looking forward to your next show in New York.
Yeah, that will be definitely. I know New York is on the schedule.
Awesome.
Okay.
Okay. Well, thank you for your time and have a great rest of the day, man. Take care.
Okay. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.
Bye now.
Paltrocast.